But I brought one of my dearest friends and a man I have enormous respect for. This is a gentleman who is a marketing legend. In fact, what made him a marketing legend was he really started out early in his career and decided he wanted to do something unique. He wanted to work with every different type of industry possible and see if he couldn't find unrealized, opportunities for these organizations, revenue opportunities, ways to enhance performance. And the secret to Jay Abraham is that literally all over the world, he's worked with, and we'll have to ask him how many industries it is now. I have to get it updated, but I'm sure it's more than 1,000 industries. And what he's done is cross-pollinated. He's discovered that, for example, in the real estate industry, everybody markets the same way. They put out their ads, they do open houses, and they do the same fundamental things as everyone else. And if you go to a different industry, they don't do anything like that. They do something else. They go to trade shows. And what he did best was, by working with so many different organizations, he saw that if you compete with other people and you do the same thing they're doing, and you do it better, you have a tiny competitive advantage. But if you do something no one else is doing, you have an extraordinary competitive advantage. And over the years, and literally decades for him, he's refined that philosophy, and he's the go-to guy now. And I gotta say, if you think of most of the marketing consultants that you probably don't know the name of, they've all been influenced by Jay, including myself. And so I think it'd be really cool. Now, he's a very different approach than I do in terms of language. He has 27 adjectives for every thought he's gonna give you. And so he is incredibly, he's gonna give you a depth that's extraordinary. And I look at him as somebody that I look as a dear friend, but I also look at somebody who's a mentor to anybody in business. I think he's the premier man when it comes to figuring out how do you take unrealized opportunities, how do you maximize, because I do a lot of things in my life and I pride myself on my skill in this area, but this is all he's done for decade after decade after decade after decade, and he's always getting better.